Did you know that Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest people on the planet, still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500? That's less than the price of most new cars today. Now, what if we told you that his humble lifestyle is just one of the secrets behind his immense wealth? What if you, yes you, could unlock the same secrets and go from poor to rich in just 12 months? Today, we're talking about just that, and not just based on any advice, but following the footsteps of none other than Warren Buffett. Yes, even in this economy, even with your current income. Before we get started, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on our next videos. Imagine you're building a house. The first thing you do is lay a strong foundation, right? The same principle applies to your financial journey. The foundation of any successful financial plan is smart spending. It's more about understanding where your money is going rather than depriving yourself of the things you love. You have to distinguish between needs and wants and prioritize your spending accordingly. That's where the budget comes in. It helps you understand where your money is going and where you might be able to cut back. Let's say you earn $4,000 a month. After paying for necessities like rent, utilities, and groceries, you're left with $2,000. Now you have a choice. You could spend that money on a new designer bag, or you could save it for a rainy day. Smart spending would be choosing to save. Buffett is known for his frugal lifestyle. Despite his immense wealth, like we said earlier, he lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500 and drives a modest car. He once said, "If you buy things you do not need, soon you will have to sell things you need." This quote perfectly encapsulates the essence of smart spending. Now, we're not saying you should live like Warren Buffett, but there are lessons to be learned from his approach. Like, instead of buying a new car, consider buying a used one. Or instead of eating out every day, try cooking at home more often. Let's do some quick math. Say you spend $10 on lunch every day. That's $50 a week, $200 a month, and $2,400 a year. Now, imagine if you started packing your lunch instead. Even if it costs you $5 to make your lunch, that's a savings of $1,200 a year. Over a decade, that's $12,000. And I mean, that's just from one small change. So, start today. Take a hard look at your spending habits. Identify areas where you can cut back. Moving on, with a strong foundation, it's time to take the next step. Making your money work for you. The magical concept of passive income. You know, money that you earn without having to actively work for it. It's like having little employees who never sleep, never take a break, and tirelessly work for you 24/7. Sounds amazing, right? Today, there are plenty of ways to generate passive income. You could invest in stocks, mutual funds, bonds, or real estate. You could start a side business. You could even write a book or create a blog. Buffett is a master of making his money work for him. He does this through his investment company, Berkshire Hathaway. Buffett buys shares in companies he believes are undervalued and then holds onto those shares for a long time, sometimes decades. Then, over time, the value of those shares increases, earning Buffett a substantial return on his investment. In 1988, Buffett started buying shares in Coca-Cola. He recognized that Coca-Cola had a strong brand and a loyal customer base, which made it a good long-term investment. Today, Berkshire Hathaway owns 400 million shares of Coca-Cola, making it the largest shareholder. This investment has earned Buffett billions of dollars in passive income. So that's great for Warren Buffett, but normal people don't have billions of dollars to invest. Well, you don't need to be a billionaire to do this. Let's say you have $1,000 to invest. You could put that money in a high-yield savings account or a mutual fund. Even a modest return of 5% would earn you $50 in a year. Now, that might not sound like much, but remember, this is money that you're earning without having to lift a finger. And over time, as you continue to invest and your money continues to grow, that $50 could turn into $500, $5,000, or even $50,000. Moving on, in a world where everyone seems to be out for themselves, it's easy to overlook the power of a beneficial circle. But the truth is, the people you surround yourself with can have a huge impact on your financial success. As Warren Buffett says, it's better to hang out with people better than you. Pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours, and you'll drift in that direction. So, how do we find these people? Well, the first step is to be clear about what you're looking for. What are your financial goals? What values are important to you? Once you have a clear vision, you can start to seek out people who share that vision. Buffett is known for his ability to choose business partners wisely. He looks for people who are not only talented and successful, but also share his values and long-term vision. When Buffett decided to merge his company, Berkshire Hathaway, with the McLane Company, he didn't just look at the numbers. He also looked at the company's leadership. He saw in Drayton McLane, a partner who shared his commitment to integrity, hard work, and long-term success. As we all know, this partnership has been incredibly beneficial for Berkshire Hathaway, contributing significantly to its growth and success. So, take a hard look at your current circle. Are these people helping you move towards your financial goals, or are they holding you back? If it's the latter, it might be time to make some changes. Being practical, you can also try to join a local investment club or start one of your own. You can attend networking events or seminars in your city. You can even reach out to people you admire and ask them for advice. The key is to be proactive and intentional about building your circle. Next up, have you ever heard the saying, "The best investment you can make is in yourself"? It might sound like a cliche, but when you really think about it, it makes a lot of sense. After all, you are your most valuable asset. Your skills, knowledge, and abilities can open doors to opportunities and create wealth in ways that no other investment can. As Warren Buffett says, ultimately, there's one investment that supersedes all others. Invest in yourself. Nobody can take away what you've got in yourself, and everybody has potential they haven't used yet. When he was just 20 years old, Buffett took a public speaking course. He realized that his fear of public speaking was holding him back, so he decided to invest in himself and overcome it. Today, he credits that course with transforming his life and career. He literally spends 80% of his day reading and thinking. He once said, "I just sit in my office and read all day." He believes that the knowledge he gains from reading gives him a competitive edge in the investment world. Investing in yourself doesn't have to be expensive or time-consuming. Let's say you want to improve your financial literacy. You could start by reading a book on personal finance. Or you could take an online course on investing, maybe some podcasts or YouTube videos like ours. Again, the key is to be proactive and take control of your own learning. According to a study, the average return on investment for education is 15%. That means for every dollar you invest in your education, you could earn a return of 15 cents per year over your lifetime. That's a higher return than the stock market. All right, now it's time to bring it all together with the last piece of the puzzle. Think value, think long-term. Value investing is all about finding and buying stocks that are worth more than their current market price. You know, seeing the potential in companies that others might overlook. And long-term thinking is all about having the patience to wait for your investments to grow over time. Buffett is known for his ability to spot undervalued companies and his patience to hold on to his investments for the long term. Did you know when Buffett first bought shares in Coca-Cola in 1988, the company was not doing well? But Buffett saw potential. He saw a strong brand and a loyal customer base. So he bought the shares and held on to them. Today, those shares are worth billions of dollars. Let's say you have $1,000 to invest. Instead of chasing the latest hot stock, you could look for companies that are undervalued. These could be companies that have strong fundamentals, but are currently out of favor in the market. Once you've found a company you believe in, you buy the shares and then you wait. You resist the temptation to sell when the market fluctuates. You hold on to your investment for the long term. According to a study by the Brandeis Institute, value stocks outperformed growth stocks by an average of 4% per year over the last 30 years. So, start today. Think value, think long term. As Warren Buffett says, if you aren't willing to own a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. Well, that's it for today. 5 easy steps to go from poor to rich in 12 months, inspired by none other than Warren Buffett. If you enjoyed the info in this video, we'd love to hear from you. What's one step you're going to take today towards your financial freedom? Drop your comments below. And if there's any topic you'd like us to cover in future videos, let us know that too. Before you go, don't forget to check out our video on the daily routines of the top 1% of successful people. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.